Hey guys, and thanks for watching again. Today we're going to have a crack at fitting one of these eBay intercoolers on the front of this FG. I'm all for saving cost where cost can be saved, and this one was $235 delivered. So when I had a good look at it, all the welds seemed good, and can't believe how much work's in there for 200 bucks, but it said nothing about it coming from China. For all I know, there's a bloke at the back of Manly just sweating under his welding mask. But, I did the technical test of covering one end with my hand and blowing in the other. It didn't seem to leak, and it was big and heavy and shiny. Didn't even have a brand in the ad. But, it was on my doorstep there. It said Max Cool on the box. I thought that's probably the best name for intercooler I've ever heard of. So let's have a look at fitting it up. Apart from the logo being spray painted upside down on there, which I let them know. I said, I don't care, but just so you know, the logo's sprayed upside down. Just wiped off with a bit of turps anyway. So hopefully in the future, if anyone buys these, they get the logo around the right way. If you want a logo on the front, but that made me laugh and unboxed it and noticed it was upside down. It said something in the ad about not for automatics or only for manuals, but this one's an automatic. Like anyone making decent power is 12,000, 13,000 cc's when you calculate the volume of the core. So quickly went out and calculated what the volume of the F6 one is, and it's about 6,000. So yeah, stuff it. I had to make up a bit of bracket for the top. I found this scrap bit of metal. It was bent up like an L shape. Had two holes in it. Flattened it out. Just flattened it. The holes line up. I didn't drill them. To trim all the inner lip out of that front bar. It just clears. If you had to go much more, it'd be pretty hard going because the lip's gone and then it gets pretty fat after that. As big as I'd want to go without cutting a bit more than I want to cut. And same on the other side there, so pretty tight, you see. Not much space behind it. Hard to see. And again, much hard against the front there. Just beware before you go too gun-ho and cutting that lip out, that wiring loom's just sitting on the top of it. So you've got to lift the loom up before you start cutting there, otherwise you're going to get in all sorts of dramas. In there now and bolt it up. There's a brace that went across the front. Just a plastic thing that had to be locked off. There's a fair bit of grinding that had to go on with these radiator supports, so that was quite time consuming getting some clearance in there. And then a little mount, you see that bent up under there. And that's the top mount. So no style points there, but it's going to hold it. We'll put that quickly, just buzzed a nut on the front there, so that can be squashed right down and expose a few more rows of fins there. Next little stone tray has got to be fitted up underneath, but Kirby, out of it, out of it. But it's not going to fit, so it's got to come apart, and there's a few little bits and pieces I'm going to try and trim to make it all work. So the trim is supposed to sit in there, so you can only see about 5 rows at the top. That's with little brackets in there and the bolt, so it's exposing a fair bit more of it, bit of an angle. Cool it down. Lock off the factory air intake hole to try and force a bit more air through the cooler rather than just rushing up and blowing around the engine bay. Finished product, it's all in there. I took the opportunity when the bar was off to make another little intake on that side. At the moment it's still in diddly, but I've got to make some ducting up there and do something in a future video. If you haven't seen what the other intake is on that side, check out my other videos. I also just tacked some tech screws up there holding the plastic up a bit higher, so I opened its mouth up a bit wider. All done. It's all on there and buttoned up and finished. It was a bit of a job. I hate to be doing that in a car park like I've seen some other people do, but as soon as I did the first few cuts and put the cooler up there for the first time, I could see that the outlets went straight into the lower radiator mount, so I knew I was going to be in for a bit of a battle when I saw how that lined up. I think some of the more expensive kits, the pipes going out the front really curl out the front around those mounts, whereas these ones just seem to come out the side. So be prepared if you buy that style to really get the grinder out. It's up there in the end, and it's a cheap upgrade and certainly quite a big cooler for the money. So I'm excited to get the thing out on the road and see what the difference is. Thanks for watching.